So hey guys, it's Zyant again, and we're back in Black Ops 2. This is some shotgun gameplay I just got, 20 minutes ago, and it's not the greatest score ever, but I'm never going to contend that I get great scores. I can occasionally, but I'm not going to cherry pick the hell out of things. I do for Battlefield because that's harder to get for me. But on to the topic because I'm always belaboring the point. One of the most frustrating things for me to hear from a gamer is that they want to go back in time in a series. They want the Battlefield Bad Company 2 style of gunplay. They want the Battlefield Bad Company 2 map design. They want the Battlefield Bad Company 2 hit detection. They want everything that was in Battlefield Bad Company 2 in Battlefield 3. Or in Call of Duty, this is especially true. The COD 4 players and the Modern Warfare 2 players, they just want to play that game over and over and over again with new maps. People think that the 357 kill streaks are the best thing that's ever happened to the COD series. And maybe they are. I'm not saying that they're not. I don't know. I haven't thought about it that much. But David Vonderhaar said that one of the tough things about being a COD developer is that you have to give the community what they want, even when they don't think they want it. But at the same time, you have to move forward with the series. You can't just sit idly by. It's not smart. It's not good design. Because if you're not moving a series forward, it's not going to go anywhere. Call of Duty would not be successful if Infinity Ward had not completely changed the formula with Modern Warfare 2. People will ask, what's with all these kill streaks? What's with all this customization? What's with all this bullshit that I'm seeing? Well, Modern Warfare 2. World at War didn't have much of it. It was a COD 4 clone for World War II. COD 4 had a little bit of customization. You could put an attachment on your weapon and you could run around with a couple kill streaks. Fine. Modern Warfare 2 gave you 2 attachments, a crap load of guns, stopping power, kill streaks out the wazoo, and all this extra stuff, and people ate the game up. And then the rest of the Call of Duties came out and people started asking, what's with all this extra shit? I don't want this, I want COD 4 back. No. No, you don't want COD 4 back. But you don't want what they're giving you now. So what do you want? You want COD 4 back, but you want new stuff. You want the impossible. You want COD 4 again in a different game form. And what I mean by that is that they want COD 4 to return, but they want it to return in a form they haven't seen. So, while they might not know that it's a 357 kill streak setup, and they might not know that the maps are exactly the same, they want to feel like they're playing COD 4 for the first time. Because for a lot of the Call of Duty commentators, especially the Infinity Ward group, and I'm not saying they're fanboys, because if they were fanboys, they wouldn't even give Treyarch a shot. But the group who prefers the old-style Infinity Ward games of Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4, they want COD 4's simplicity back. Or they want the absolutely excellent map design from some of Modern Warfare 2's maps. But they don't want to feel like they're playing Modern Warfare 2 or COD 4. They want to be playing something new because you want new. You don't want to play the old thing over and over and over again, unless you're one of the sort of diehards fans of the series. And there are a lot of those. I can go back and play COD 4. I've played COD 4 to death, and I still think the maps and the game and the design is solid, it works. But as a designer, you can't sit on your laurels, because the series won't be a success if you do. You can't simply sit there and say, well, 357 must be the only way to go. So that's what we're going to stick with. We're just going to change up what it is. The helicopter is not going to be a helicopter. It's going to be, some kind of tank that just comes in and goes all over people. And the 5 kill streak will be some sort of mega UAV, and the 3 kill streak will be an RC car. Okay, you can do that, but people will just be saying, oh, you're just copying COD 4. Oh, you're just reinventing COD 4, and that's stupid because we already played COD 4. But then you add all this customization and making the player make the game their own. That's what the beauty of Black Ops 2 is for me. is there's not yet, and there will be, I'm sure, one class that absolutely dominates. Now, of course, there are the SMGs and the R870, which I'm using here, which are extremely powerful. But the player of COD 4 was defined either as an SMG player, or as an assault rifle player, or a mix of both. There were very few shotgun players, very few people running around with just the Deagle or the M9. And yes, you had 3 perks and a few grenades, but the game sort of defined the role that you were to play. And Culprit made the point that he wanted a game that would allow you to play the game in a way that was meaningful to you, which Call of Duty Black Ops 2 allows in a way that hasn't been done, at least in Call of Duty yet. Because if you want to just run around with a pistol, you can make yourself more effective with that pistol by combining perks and attachments and wild cards and grenades. Or if you just want to run around with a knife, give yourself all the perks you want. If you want to run around with a shotgun, give yourself all the perks you want. If you want to snipe, give yourself everything that will help you snipe. Or if you want to just run around, you know, looking into the air and hoping to get kills. You have the ability to make that at least somewhat successful, because there's so many options. And I think that people think that sometimes options aren't good, that there's a problem with having too many options. And I think that if you overcomplicate things, yeah, options can be an issue. But Black Ops 2 doesn't necessarily, it complicates things, but it doesn't overcomplicate them. There's a difference. If it were overcomplicating, there would be twice the kill streaks there are, split across 3 different tiers, much like Modern Warfare 3's. There would be... I guess you could say that Modern Warfare 3 overcomplicated things, because it had the support kill streak, the specialist streak, the assault streaks, all of which had a ton of kill streaks in them. And so there was always this sort of sense that, oh, there's so much crap going on. Modern Warfare 2, for the relative complexity it brought, was still fairly simple, because if you got a Predator, you got a Harrier. This is not... If you got a Harrier, you might have got a Payload or an AC-130. And those were the streaks that people used. Now, there were other streaks, if you wanted to change it up a bit, but those were the streaks that a lot of people used. And now that Treyarch has decided that they really want to give the player the choice and not make them, as the developer, make the choice for players, people are mad at them. They want to go back to the old ways, but they also don't want to go back to the old ways. So there's this double standard that Treyarch has to deal with. And it's not fair to them, and it's not fair to those people who actually do enjoy the game, to think that COD 4 was the best Call of Duty simply because of its simplicity. And it may have been. But I think there's more to it than that. And we have to think that if we want the old, there has to be some new in it, or things wouldn't be interesting.